All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat and a quick first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Check. Check out.
He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. It's a gain of 5, and it'll make it a second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go. Switch. 80 weapon.
On second down, McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
Set. 60 yards. You better be ready.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Ready? 90, ball. So we got man. Ready?
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this time he'll look to throw. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
That one complete. Elliott stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 50-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch time, watch time.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down, Perkins. And for the right side here, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Under 10, 10. Watch the 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Perkins. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A nice pickup there. 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the whip. Set up.
First carry for the fullback, James Devlin. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
It's third down and 4.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7 to 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game.
It got his man complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, number 8's coming. Number 8's Mike. Tight. Watch what?
They'll set up a throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. Coming to you. Shoot.
A running play here on first down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Orange. You ain't got nothing.
2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Able to push his way through. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Squeeze, double.
To throw, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Fighting through it, he's got space. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Bridgewater now from the 50. toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Now a first down carry for Harris. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 30 on second down, Bridgewater. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Draw play, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Mike's 15. Mike's 15. That's it. Slant. Watch the slant.
On first and 10, Perkins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Brian Burns in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To throw on second down, Perkins, and that's Elliott, complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. From the gun, Perkins. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons have once again taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Go!
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Looking to throw on second down. Perkins. He completes it to Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
To throw on second down, Perkins. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
On third down, Elliott. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. The Falcons send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kicked.
McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt, and if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Perkins throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot or running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Perkins got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons push further out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Bridgewater now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Bridgewater again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10 from the shotgun to McCaffrey. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will shave one more off this lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back to throw. Perkins. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a 1st down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw is Bridgewater. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. 36 yards on the play.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them a lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. McCaffrey. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
55 Mike, got 50.
And the blitz does come. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Officially, it'll be a 68-yard punt return score as his guys are able to regain the lead.
It's the fourth quarter, partner, and everyone's looking for a hero in the fourth quarter. They just found theirs.
There's so much for the offense coming out. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Looking to throw. Perkins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
Let's go, let's bring it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Operating from the gun, Perkins. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And now hang on here. The door, can you hear it? It's a little open.
Or is that the squeaky hinges that I'm hearing right now? Yeah, the door.
Is that too high pitch?
No, not at all. The door is open a little bit. It's almost like when you told those horror stories on the camping trip, right? And now, look out.
Yeah.
We've got a little bit different look on the game at this point.
Big momentum swing here in the 4th on the punt fumble. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Stay with you.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation.
That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Dante Fowler in on the stop.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
On the play. 2nd and 10. At the Falcons' 16-yard line.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it all comes down to Dustin Hopkins. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win